Alright, welcome to Ollama. So, first of all, what is this tool? This tool allows us to run AI models, LLMs, locally on our computer. Obviously, these models must be open source, meaning everyone can access them. As you can see, the models section shows what types of models we can use, like DeepSeek, Llama 3.3, 3.2, 3.1, Mistral, which exists, Quen, Ollama, and others. Of course, each model has its own size, and that's basically what this tool does. How can we get Ollama on our computer and set it up? Well, we can find it on Ollama.com. We click this button here and simply download it. I suggest disabling ad blockers or shields. I'm downloading it for Windows. In this case, they'll provide us with a nearly 1 GB executable import. If you want Ollama notifications, you can enter your email address here. If you're using Mac, Linux, or another OS, just select your model or operating system, and from there you can obtain Ollama. As I mentioned, it works well on Linux. There we have it. So we just open this setup file and proceed with the installation. We'll need to wait a bit. Keep in mind it's a rather large file. That's normal for AI software. Local AI has many advantages, like the fact that we'll have private data and they won't be bothering us with it. But of course, AI models are quite resource intensive, running them locally. I mean, we need lots of power, storage, and so on. So we'll just have to wait. Once you see it's closed, what we do is open the terminal, the command prompt, and we type Ollama here. As you can see, Ollama is now fully on our computer. It tells us, well, as you see, start Ollama if we type serve. And then we have the section for, viewing the list of models. So we're going to type Ollama PS. To see the list of models, and as you can see, we don't have any models. That's because we need to download them. To do that, we just go to the Ollama website and we go to models here. Right now, they don't seem to have the library tab. But if we put a slash, we change this serve to library, it's the same thing, okay? Here we have the models and such. It's important to note we can sort them by popularity, okay? Again, by different tools and features. But importantly, let's say we want the DeepSeek R1, right? We know it's really good. Here they tell us it's 4.7 GB. That's crucial to keep in mind, okay? We also have other models, like the 7 billion parameter one, the 8 billion, or the 671 billion one. Got it? Obviously, each has its own size. A 713 GB model might be overkill, don't you think? So let's go for a standard one. We're testing, so let's pick the 1.5. See, they give us the code right here. Let's paste it. We'll delete this. Paste. Hi, Marin. DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion parameters. It'll start pulling now, okay? The pull is another code we have here. If I find it, there it is. Pull. A pull means it's going to put the model into our computer, okay? So once it's pulled, it'll start. We'll wait, and then we'll be ready, alright? Now let's write to DeepSeek. I'll say, introduce yourself. It replies, hello, I'm DeepSeek R1, an artificial intelligence. Okay, I've told it to translate Spanish. We can chat here. Got it? DeepSeek, give me a number between 1 and 100, for example. Let's see, how about 47, for instance? Well, as I mentioned, this one has 1.5 billion parameters. Don't expect it to work flawless. But this is how we can access any model, okay? Alright? Any model they've given us here. Llama, DeepSeek R1, 5.4, Mistral, and others. If we want to remove a model for any reason, we'd write Llama RM, okay? And then the model name, got it? I'm saying this in case you want to remove it after testing. So, yeah, it's that simple. Alright, let's talk about integrating AI models from Ollama. For this tutorial, make sure you have Ollama installed and a model ready. Open your terminal, type Ollama, then Ollama list to see available models. I've got DeepSeeker R1 here, with about 1.5 billion parameters. You can choose any model, but 1.5 billion is quite small. For better results, there are models with up to 671 billion parameters. That's the current limit. I picked the smallest, 1 GB, but you should aim for 32 GB or so. I can't imagine how a 671 billion parameter model would perform. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So how do we integrate any type of model? In this case, I'm using DeepSeeker R1 with 1.5 billion parameters, which you might have, and I've created this script. You can modify this script however you like. It's important to note that these usage instructions are available on the Ollama platform, I think in the docs section or on GitHub, but honestly I've been using the cloud version, so what code have I used? Basically, I've imported Ollama. We're in VS Code using Python. The Python version doesn't really matter, but you'll need to open the terminal and use pip. You'll type pip and then Ollama. I'll show you the pip command here. If you're using a different Python version than the recommended one, you might need to specify the path where you want pip to install. Well, if you've worked with Python before, you'll already have this, right? But for example, I need to do this, okay? I need to set the path where I have Python 3.10 installed, alright? You see, it says 310. then I need to add pip. Got it? I'm mentioning this in case anyone has this issue. Once we've imported a llama, I've just added this simple code to define the messages variable, okay? The message is what's in the cloud author's content, basically assigning a user role, right? The content we're sending is give a number from 1 to 10, just the number, no explanation. And the response we'll get will be from Ollama chat, all right? Ollama.chat with parentheses, model and important model equals DeepSeeker1, okay? This is the model we had here, right? The model we want to use. The message we want to send is the same as what we have here, okay? So once we've received the response, we simply print it out, right? We just print the answer, okay? That's it. It's that easy. Now, let's hit run, okay? Run terminal, and you'll see how it gives me the answer, okay? So it tells me the number from 1 to 10 is 7. There it is, see? I'll delete it and run it again, remember. This has 1.5 trillion parameters, okay? As you can see, it gives different answers. With a more powerful one, it'd work better. This works with any other model type, okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.